We join our heroes in the southern reaches of Iona, on the borderlands between the Arunan province of Anderland and the independent trade city of Ivara. They are separated by the mighty Paradin Mountains, a forested range of once quiet peaks that have become home to monsters and rebellious goblinoids after the recent wars. You responded to a call for adventurers put out by the local Druid circle, the Circle of Giants. You can quickly see why they took the name. You think lush forest when you think of Druids, but this circle makes its home in the shattered ruins of some ancient civilization. Towers and statues 100 times the size of a man loom over the rocky foothills that surround the sanctum. You are greeted at the gates in the shadow of two sword-bearing stone titans by a titan of a woman, an Amazon surely by her great height and statuesque physique. She carries an ironwood staff with a metal head molded in the shape of a ram's horns. When you reach the foot of the steps, she brings it down and strikes it upon the stone at her feet, sending echoes thundering through the canyon. Token. She gazes down upon you and asks, "Who approaches the circle of giants? Step forward that I may see you."
Sure. We'll step forward and pull back hood, reveal face.
Alright, what are we looking at?
We are looking at Rennous, a archer-based fighter. An olive-skinned catfolk of roughly 6 foot in height, very much all toned and lithe as opposed to particularly muscly. Yeah. They're dying. The majority of their clothing is all tight leathers and tough, convenient cloth, except for a big dark grey cloak that has been patched many, many times with black string. Yeah, she's got a little sharp. She's got sharp golden eyes and faded tattoos across her face, close to cougary stripes.
Okay. And who else approaches the circle?
Haley. She's a cowgirl of a fair skin, blue eyes, and strawberry blonde hair. I might as well just read off the character appearance. She's a cowgirl. I mean, do I really have to explain her physique at this point? We're the goddamn herd.
No, we can we can get the gist.
Is her physique described as moo?
Yes, that's literally what I put in the character appearance, what I just said. The weight is just thick.
Excellent. Height moo, weight thick, eyes moo.
Yeah, and she's a bubbly cleric of Kenaura, the goddess of camaraderie, motherhood, and other stuff.
Courage.
Yeah.
Or valor, specifically.
Yeah. He's, has heavy armor, chainmail, stuff like that. It's great. Big hammer and a spear.
Alright. And who else?
Damien, a 5'10" slender cat boy with black hair, some pink highlights dyed into it. He's a snarky bard and wears a rapier at his hip.
He's also very, very quiet.
God damn it.
Mic boosting issue again.
Right. And last but not least, who do we got?
We got Ella the Faun. She's a traveler from far off land, 5'8", curvy.
Other people in your position would be kidding.
Favorite soul sorcerer, touch divine.
I see. Alright. Once you've introduced yourself, the druidess will nod and slowly step down the stairs. Poor
Alright,
Merz.
then. How'd we meet? That's probably a good question.
That is a good question. How did you meet? Are you just an adventuring troupe, or did you all come together just for this particular job?
I mean, I'm a wandering cleric with a horse and buggy.
I'm a
more like
wandering
a car.
sorcerer.
And I just finished a journey with some Knights of Azure, so I was obviously a wandering something or other as well. So I'm going to guess a pub, like one of those halfway houses.
You literally all met in a pub. Alright.
Yeah, I mean, where else do one-shot characters meet unless it's in pre-established danger?
Alright. So, the Druidess, once she reaches your level, introduces herself as Hildegard, and says that she is the one who put out the call for aid. Once you confirm that you are indeed the adventurer she seeks, she will nod and give a weary sigh, saying that she asks you to do what she herself could not, or cannot bring herself to do. She tells you that one of her former apprentices has gone rogue, become a dark druid, and when she left, she stole a magic dagger from the heart of the Circle's sanctum. Shortly thereafter, the animals of the nearby forests and mountains began to turn against the Circle, and those that didn't started dying mysteriously. Hildegard doesn't have the heart to kill her own apprentice, so she wants you to find the dagger, bring it back, along with her apprentice, dead or alive. For this, she will give you 2,500 pieces of silver afterwards, and 2 potions of healing in advance, to make sure you have the wherewithal to take down a dark druid.
I was partway tempted to put my microphone on just as it happened because there is some person who has a legit ass motherfucking racing bike who has gone up and down the street a few times now. It sounds like a billion angry hornets. I would be angry if it didn't look so fucking radical.
Zooming is radical.
That's like when you see the fucking racing bike and someone going down on it with the even the steel knee pad thing so they can fucking turn hard. You're like, okay, that's pretty dope.
Alright, so Hildegard has done some scouting of her own into the mountains, and says that she believes the killings are centered around a small, nameless farming village about 3 days north into the hills. That should be where you start your search. Have you any more questions for the Druidess?
What's the apprentice's name? And what do they look like?
That is a good question indeed.
And who is the person that you would really like us to bring back dead or alive? Because if I just attack someone with a leafy cloak and some nasty animals, I'm going to feel like a real asshole.
Yeah, probably.
Alright, yes. She will tell you that her apprentice's name is Tahir. She is a catfolk, dusky of skin with leafy green dyed hair. Usually wears a cloak of green, as druids often do. Though it is customary for druids who leave the circle to take up a black cloak. She does not know if her apprentice has done this.
Excellent. Alright, yeah. Keep my careful little note of that. And then on. What kind of animals are out there in the forest about here that may have turned?
Wolves are the most common animals to actually act aggressively, but the mountain peaks are home to a clan of great eagles, some of whom have been found dead recently. It's possible that, if that's the case, others have turned. There are also very, very large goats, mountain goats, but near the size of an elephant.
Hmm. Big goats.
Big oats.
Winters, challenge them for supremacy.
Clop, clop, clop.
Clop, clop, clop. Gonna have clop off.
Oh.
Like clop maracas.
What do I roll to clap?
That is definitely a perform check.
I'm also fairly sure it's a Reddit thread, so watch out.
I know.
Don't ever look that up though.
I know what it is.
Yeah, I have no such skills. My feet are silent when I try and clamp them on the ground.
Well, you are a kitty.
I am a kitty. As is the way of Sav&D land. We're the most represented race, but not by players, that's for fucking sure.
Until
We're actually
now.
half cat this time.
Hooray!
I mean,
So we got
back he was a
1.5
cat.
meows. Meow, 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 meow.
Were you just doing the 2.5 Men song but meowing?
Maybe.
Good work.
Well played.
Well played, me. Thanks, me.
I meant for noticing it, but okay, sure. I'll commend me. Great job at not being the worst, Skow. Thanks, you too, Skow. Thanks.
Congratulatory self 5. Whoosh.
Alright.
I should more just congratulate myself. Bleh. Never mind, I shouldn't congratulate myself for making it through a sentence without coughing and spluttering.
So, which of you are going to take the potions of healing? She's offering you 2 of them.
I'm yoinking one. I don't have heals like those others, where they heal things.
I don't have heals either.
So you should
Could've,
probably
but I
take the
didn't.
other.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
Alright. So, follow-up question. Does everyone have at least 3 days of rations? If
I
so,
have shit tons.
I have 3. I have 2.
I have 20.
I
What
took
the fuck?
standard-
No, wait, this pack doesn't come with extras. So no, I have 10 for my Explorer's pack. I thought that the Monster Hunter pack I also had food in it, but it doesn't. In fact, it does have a whole fucking chest, as in like a chest you store loot in.
Oh, I have an explorer's pack. I'm good.
I actually have no rations.
What pack have you got, Entertainers?
Diplomats.
Diplomats don't need to eat.
I've got the priest pack, so I have 2 days rations.
well,
I
looks
also
like
have Kenaura investments.
If you
but-
require at least 3, then I can hand out some of mine.
Same.
Between me and Pets, we have like 20 between us if we've both got Explorers. So, fucking
I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Sorry.
sure.
Alright. So, the Druidess gives you directions to where you need to go. The village is to the northeast of the Circle of Giants by a couple of days. But, thankfully, it's smooth going, relatively speaking. There are well-worn trade paths through the mountains that Haley's cart is able to follow with relative ease. However,
Yeah.
towards the end of the second day, you do come across something that strikes you as unusual.
Well, it's not unusual to be loved by anyone.
Specifically, near the side of a riverbank you're following, you see one of those great eagles that Hildegard mentioned, splattered on the ground. Blood is leaked into the grass. Seems to have been dead for perhaps a day at least.
You know what? I will admit that for a very brief moment, although it's disappeared now, I saw other tokens on this map. Stood like here. I don't know if they just appeared whilst popping in and are on another layer, but I did
Oh, no.
saw some.
Oh
Weird.
no, poor birdie. Poor Freedom Eagle, no!
Freedom is dead. That means the communists won.
So, what would you like to do?
Groovy. Although Reno failed when she tried out at being a ranger, she would still go up and CSI this shit with an investigation, if that's called everyone.
Sure.
That's say.
I will pat Grapes on the snoot and tell her to stand there and be a good girl.
Grapes Knickers.
Snickers are delicious. I'm going to assume a 6 doesn't get me anywhere.
Nothing but the obvious, and
yeah,
the obvious
I forgot to ask for
is
advantage.
the obvious is that this eagle was definitely killed by weapons. You can see several arrows embedded in its feathery underside.
Alright, I would like to check those feathers. Is there anything identifying on their fletching?
With a 6 investigation, not that you can see. You aren't familiar enough with the area to be able to put a name or group to these.
Sure. Are they good quality arrows, at least?
No, they are very shitty arrows.
Well, I'm gonna guess not soldiers, so watch out. I see that there's blood everywhere. Did the eagle fall here or move here?
It definitely looked like it fell here.
Okay. You know what? It seems weird that it got shot down and no one came to eat it.
Speaking of which, would you kindly roll perception, everybody?
Fuck yeah.
As I assume this creature being dead,
Fuck!
everyone's sort of looking around.
I need to get a familiar for this character too.
Can you guidance for the rolls like that? I can't remember.
You can guidance fucking anything. Anything that's an ability check.
No, it's just 13.
13 ain't bad.
Better than 7.
And Ella?
Oh yeah, I can.
I was honestly expecting a nat 1. Good job, me.
There's a nat 1!
I'm gonna guidance that anyway.
Look at it. Oh, nat 1 and a nat 20.
And I've gone and fucking 20'd and fluffed it, and now I've fluffed it and 20'd again.
Okay, so,
Still
I need it. We obviously, both of us, we need familiars.
yeah, sadly it's only
roll
level 1.
perception, Merzendi.
there's dead
I'm not
burb.
very good at it.
Neither are we.
Okay, good. Good, that's
You
good.
rolled exactly as good as I did. Congratulations.
So, the DC was 10, so half the party still managed to fail. So, you're gonna get surprise, motherfuckers! AKA some fries, motherfuckers.
Supplies, motherfuckers.
Because something is indeed coming up out of the water to eat this eagle.
Mud crabs.
Ah, cocks.
Would
Do
everyone
you rack a
kindly
craft?
roll initiative? Because yes, indeed. Those of you who have the quick thinking to react see that the water is just being breached by large greyhound-sized crustaceans, which are snapping their filthy little beastie claws.
Oh, my initiative is just straight. I forgot about that. Me and my mighty 0 dex.
Wow, these crabs are
looks like
dexterous as fuck, actually.
I am ready to eat food. Delicious walking food.
Well, half of these crabs are dexterous as fuck. Alright, Reno, you are surprised. Ella, you are also surprised.
Crumble.
Crabs. The crabs across the water will dive in, sensing blood on the water, and also fresh meat poking around in their dead meat.
Stupid low perception rolls.
Alright,
Stupid low
those crabs will
investigation.
move there and take the dodge action. They're scuttling along in the river. Damien, you are quick enough to react.
Oh. Crustaceans, really. Almost as bad as rats.
So
Dibby
quiet.
dears. And sleep. And I am centering rats here, so...
I don't know if your boost set itself back down from 100 again, but you are once again very soft and quiet.
The fuck?
Yeah, it just sounds like you're really far away from your microphone.
She sounds fine to me.
My microphone innate volume is 100, my Discord input volume is 100.
No fucking idea. Boost.
Alright, so what's the radius on sleep?
It's 20 foot, so let's move it back one. That's a good point.
Alright. So the usual leading question, because indeed the first person to drop would have been Rennous. So instead, this crab takes a nap. It's
Thank you
probably
for not
pretty
getting me.
goddamn cute, though.
Yeah, I don't want to get coup de grace by crabos. Also, in usual fashion, they have no health bars visible. I don't know if that's your...
That's fine.
Cool.
Anything with the red tokens comes out without anything visible. Which,
Alright,
you know,
yeah, they've
whatever.
been yanked out of the
Monster
DMG
manual,
building.
yeah.
So, do we want to fight these gross things or just get in the cart and go away really fast?
Compelling question. I do like crab, though.
Okay, I guess we're doing this then. Cool. Yeah, I'm not gonna use any of my spells just yet. I'm just gonna go up here and try to. What? Where's my thing? There's my thing.
Poke.
15.
Oh, smash it.
Well, Cleric using a mace. That is some classic shit. See,
Yeah,
that
I
is a
mean-
hit, too. You crunch its shell.
Delicious.
4. 5 bludgeoning.
Alright. You hear a meaty crack, but the crab is still standing. And now it is time for the crab counterattack. They swarm the cow, looking for fresh beef.
Oh no.
Alright, the first attack.
Crabs are attacking the Cleric. Jesus! Fucking take it easy there.
Alright, you take 3 bludgeoning damage from the pincer, and you are grappled. Which
And,
means this other crab is going to go after Damien.
Look out, the pinchies are coming.
Who
Okay, Savin, give it a
takes-
fucking rest.
Welcome to Sav&D, motherfuckers.
You and your fucking one-shot rolls are the most brutal thing. You are the most savage one-shot murderer.
I can't do anything about that. Alright, so the crab hits and also grapples Damien. You are literally in the crab's claws. It is very painful.
Alright. I'll,
Rennous, save your friends.
yeah. Now I'm torn because I know that one crab is hurt. Wait. The one that got hit isn't the one that stood there, is it?
No.
Oh, that's the... So it's the Damien one is the injured one, right?
Yes.
No, this one. This one. I hit this one, right?
No.
Did it move? Oh.
Yeah, they both moved. I was like, wait a second, those aren't stood in the same places. Okay, cool. So I can shoot the injured one and be helping Damien, which was originally my Sophie's choice. Pew!
Alright,
Get
solid hit.
fucked! Come on then. Oh.
Holy shit! Alright, you put a hole right through the crack that Haley made, and that crab slumps to the ground, leaking crab juice everywhere.
That's going to be dinner later. That's going to be great.
The
I
other
will
crabs,
use it. 5, 10.
in annoyance.
Nice. Yeah, there you go. Up on this ledge seems like a good place to be stood.
Does. Right up until you realize the crabs have jump jets.
Nah.
Is this EDF?
Alright, Ella.
Ella.
So-
eh.
So I'm gonna take a few steps back. And magic missile.
Alright,
Always a good choice.
always.
Those 3.
Okay. Throw me some damages. Alright, so 3, 2, and 4. 3, 2, and 4. All those crabs look very annoyed that they just get pelted with magic missiles. And so they shall take their crustacean-like vengeance.
Oh
3,
no.
4, 5, 6. This one will move up here. And take a snip at Haley. Miss.
Hooray!
Alright, the next one will move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and take a snip at Damien.
Fucking give it a break.
No.
Damn it. Damien goes down?
Yeah.
God, I feel bad. You're in the crusher position. This is what we like to call it.
And does a 15 hit Haley?
No, it does not.
Alright. So the cat boy goes down as the crustaceans begin to swarm. And chat's saying I fucked up one of their health bars. So let's see. Chat's like, wow, knockout in first combat. Welcome to first level.
Yeah, and welcome to Sav&D.
Also that, yeah. Alright, so the crabs are done. Damien, I'm going to need you to make me a death saving throw.
Crit success. Get up.
That would be very beneficial.
Ugh.
That's almost the opposite. Haley.
Bonus action healing word.
2
Hey,
days, you
healing.
fuckboy. Fucking, that's a good healing word.
That is many heals.
Yeah, and I only rolled a 2 on a d4. Because life clerics get
Charisma and
yeah,
thingy.
no, an extra 2 healing plus the level of the spell cast. That's a bonus action. Alright, oops, I clicked on the wrong thing. You know what? Not going to use any more of my spells. I'm going to need those. So instead, I'm going to keep doing the classic thing.
Doing the crab smash.
Okay, cool. Not a 1.
It's pretty good crab smash.
Yeah. I got lost track of one of the more damaged crabs, so whichever one was the most damaged, I was going to get that one.
The one to the south looks like it's about to cave in on itself, so...
Okay. 7.
Alright, and that drops it. But...
And that is the green crab threat dealt with.
Indeed, half of the crabs are down. Which conveniently is the crab half that you are dealing with on that initiative turn. Which makes it Rennous' turn.
Sweet. Let's pick the one that's here next to Damien.
Okay.
Because Damien needs all the help Damien can get. Pew! Fuck
Solid hit.
you, Crabbo!
That drops it. Good job.
Ah,
Pew!
bows! Bows at level 1 are sick.
Bow pretty good. Bow pretty good.
And I'm happy where I am.
Alright. Ella.
Fitzgerald.
I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost on the one closest to me.
Okay.
The Raymond of Frost.
That does not hit. You freeze a patch of its crusty
Wait.
hide,
No, I'll save it.
but alas, it does not seem to hurt the crab. And thus, the crab gives unto Damien the claws once again with advantage due to Damien being prone.
The clamps.
Does a 13 hit Damien?
No.
Alright. You manage to twist and roll out of the way. But will Haley?
Still misses.
No.
Alright. The crab threat winding down here. Damien, you're up. Or rather, you're prone.
I'll stand up. So, maybe you don't know this, but you have to buy me dinner before pinching me like that. And then I will attempt to stab a crab.
Alright. The crab heartily resists your poking. You too must buy it dinner before penetrating it.
On guard, says the crab.
Clomp, clomp, clomp.
And now all I can think of is the crab with a knife.
Alright, Haley.
Do more of that smash. I did more of it.
You just can't miss.
Don't say that. To that one.
Yep.
If you do that, the dice will realize Stray is the one rolling them.
Alright, you give it a bonk, but it's still very much alive. And it's green crab time. They're all asleep. I'll just pull them off the board at that point. Reno.
Alright. As much as I would like to give the one at the far back there a crab de grace, I will shoot another crab. The one that got maced on.
Alright.
17 for 6.
Alright, you drop it. It gets an arrow directly up the schnoz. Which leaves us with Ella.
You got a Ray of Frost that remaining awake crab.
Alright. Not enough. Once more, you freeze its hide.
Guidance is only for skill checks, right?
Correct.
Correct.
Alright. And finally, the spite bite from the crab on Haley. Clomp.
The pinches, they do nothing. Give
And
them
at
the
that
clamps.
point, Mr. Crab is going to say goodbye and go into the water.
Live there.
Alright.
You may make an opportunity attack if you want, but otherwise, yeah, he's just gonna... Oh, man, that hits. Alright, you break off, like, a chunk of his shell before he can get into the water and go hide.
I'm not going to bother chasing it. But I will whip out the rapier and give this crab a crab de grace.
Ah, that was a max damage on the crit, too.
Yeah.
I'm sad.
Yeah. Would have been sick.
Alright. And thus, the crab threat is dealt with. For now.
Alright, who wants lunch?
Ooh, fancy.
Maybe
Also,
pull
I
a ways
to-
away from the water's edge first. And maybe...
Sure.
And you know how there was evil darkness making them attack us? Might want to make sure that it's not, like, full of druid evil.
How will... Yeah, I know what's up with... I can make a foods. But also, am I able to retrieve my arrows from these crabbos?
You can retrieve half of them.
Okay. You know what? There were 3 of them, so I'm gonna just roll since that seems the first way to... Alright, it's 2. For an even number, I'd take the half, but yeah. Okay. Does anyone have any actual ability to cook before I just start like making a ham-fisted job at making us all lunch?
I have a +3 to survival. I can provide advantage.
I would say maybe you just want to do it, and I'll provide you advantage.
But
I flunked out of ranger school.
But this is the part where the dice turn against me. Fine.
Yay!
Wait.
Ah, that is good lunch.
Alright. That is good lunch. Now, would everyone who's taking part in that lunch make a Constitution saving throw?
I knew it.
Dice.
Nope.
Alright, Reno, you feel a little sick after that. The food was good, it tasted good, but oof. It didn't sit right in the old stomach. You're gonna have to, head off the trail for a little bit and spend some alone time with the bush.
Just like Rennous was the only one excited about crab lunch as well. Oh, this sucks. I'll be right back. It's gonna get Tasha flashbacks, be careful.
I mean, her ass is... I just looked under my desk and she's just licking her twat. Goddamn dog. Yes, the crab's final revenge. A stomach virus. Alright.
A case of the trots for poor Reno.
So while Reno is disposing of lunch, does anyone want to examine the eagle again? You have time to do a more thorough look over this time.
Sure.
It will be investigation.
Investigation, you say? I got a -1 in that. It's great. Someone else do it, and I'll help.
I got a +1.
Hey, Winter, what's your investigation?
0.
Okay.
Alright.
So, I'm helping Damien then.
Sounds good. And it's 13.
And I'll do that.
But wait, there's more! Alright, so Damien, now that you're examining this, and you have plenty of time to do so, you notice that, the eagle's been dead for about a day, but its body's been largely left alone since then. The arrows embedded in its underside you recognize pretty quickly to be the shoddy workmanship of kobolds by the size and particular poor work that's been done with them. You're surprised they even managed to fly straight enough to pump this eagle down. Yeah, Q-bolts, right. Good luck with that.
Retard dragons.
Hi, Tasha.
Retard dragons, amazing.
Yeah, that is the correct approach to kobolds. Except Jeffrey. Jeffrey is God King.
I love Jeffrey.
God King.
Alright. You also, with a 17, I think you'll figure pretty quickly these kobolds appear to have gone due north once you find their little shooting site. Oof. Hi, Tasha. Yes, I love you. I love you a lot.
What's brewing on in this thread?
I'll relay that to everyone else.
Yeah, great. Ugh.
Alright, is that anywhere near the direction we were told that the apprentice went?
Yeah, it's a little north of the way you were heading. You were sort of going northeast, but it's in the same general direction, sure.
Were the giant eagles intelligent at all in this?
Yes, giant eagles are intelligent. Not terribly, but they're
should go
smarter
help them
than a
out.
dog, for sure.
Yeah.
Probably smarter than the kobold that killed this one.
Yeah. Look at the others. You know, they, apparently eagles were some of the ones turning up dead, which means they weren't, at least originally, joining this to hear woman. We might want to go help ourselves out some eagles.
I mean, that sounds like a worthwhile endeavor. Adventure!
Alright, so you want to go north?
Yeah, it sounds like fun. Let's go and do that.
You also have the opportunity to take a short rest if you'd like, so Haley and Damien could spend their hit die at this point.
I suspect I'll need it later.
Should I? I don't actually know. Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay.
What is that?
D8 plus your
D8.
con.
Moo.
I move back to health.
Alright.
Do you have any kind of special titty milk powers to feed Damien?
I mean, it's good for you and might help provide and supplement rations, but I don't think it'll heal you. It's up to Savin.
Alas, no. That is the domain of the bee girls.
Right.
They're the healing ones. Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay, so.
What is that? Royal honey? I don't remember.
No, royal honey is the transformative.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, no, alright then. Guess I'm ready to continue on.
Alrighty then. So, you press on for the rest of the day, following the trail of the kobolds. Would one of you make a survival check for me?
Alright, who has the highest survival?
Probably you.
Okay. Well, I do have the highest wisdom, I suppose. I was wondering if anyone, you selected it as a skill. Nope. Someone help out to give advantage?
Sure. The ranger dropout will help you again. But
Hey, look,
being
it's
less
17.
helpful.
Hey, look, actually 21.
Again. And it's
Alright.
the second survival 21 you've done, so it would seem that you've got a fucking knack for this.
You do. Unfortunately, before you can find the den of these foul beasts, something finds you. Bum bum bum. Oh no. Would one of you please roll me a d6?
I'll do it.
Ah, yeah, go for it, Pets. Roll real low. 'Cause it's going to be how many more crabs attack us.
Hey, look at that.
Alright. Cool. So, yeah. What finds you, or you will become aware of just as you're pretty much on top of it. As you are making your way through the woods, you hear some rocks sort of crumble down from on top of a nearby ridge. And when you look up, there is a goat staring down at you. It bleats menacingly.
You mess with us and you're in for a bad time, goatee.
Highwayman. Say
However,
It's a war goat.
it's a war goat, and on top of it is a hobgoblin. Not a kobold, unfortunately, but, yeah. Perhaps a much more dangerous foe, who has already drawn a great big sword and has thrown back his brightly colored red cape. He appears to be ready to, do the highwayman thing, but Rennous already rolling initiative, so
But
we can do that if you want.
I was gonna wave and say hi and try to talk, but okay.
Yeah, this was more like to be ready and have the bow up and aiming to shoot. If he tried leaping down to do the highwayman thing,
Okay.
if it looks like he's just gonna fucking attack, then yeah, I'll shoot him.
I mean, we can call it
I
a
forgot to suck my token.
ready to go thing. So yeah, he has aimed his sword down upon you guys from on top of this massive goat, far bigger than Grapes is. And he says, "Empty your coin purses, and you can walk away. These mountains," and he pounds his chest, "belong to me and Nelly." Meh.
Nelly. I would gladly give you my pouch. Would you like to guess how much money is in it, asshole?
He scowls at you.
I'll give you a ration, or maybe a cookie.
What
Oh god, no.
weapons do you have on you, Reno?
This longbow, and then a bunch of shit hidden under my cloak.
Alright. The bow, then. Give it here.
The only thing you're getting off this bow is an arrow up the asshole.
Alright, what are the rest of you saying?
I wave and say hi in Hobgoblin.
Alright. He does not look any more friendly after that.
I mean, I'm not that bright. Leave me alone. So,
Damien, hello?
Yeah. I ain't got much in the way of supplies either, unfortunately. I got rations.
Well, once you start saying, you have no money but you have food, and, you do look like a bunch of raggedy adventurers, he'll sort of growl and say down at you, 10 days' food. Or the horse. It will make a fine meal.
don't you touch my horse. That's mean.
No, it's lean.
No, for that line, he's getting owned.
That was a
Yup.
terrible joke.
Alright, well, put yourselves on the board, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, he might have gotten away with just food, but fuck that guy.
But horses are delicious.
I mean, I've had the horse before. It ain't bad.
Also, I need
It
to
ain't
actually roll
great,
his
it ain't bad.
initiative. Boop. Sort descending. Damien, you're the first to act. Probably put this guy's health in his health bar.
Sorry about this. You told us in advance. I'd have brought my Lady's Lion Fang cosplay. And I'm gonna viciously mock him.
Alright,
Nice.
that's a whiz save.
Come on. The button's not working.
There we go. Alright, well, he passes. He is mocked, but not all that viciously.
Because mean-spirited words.
Do feel free to move, though. And Ella.
Is this cliff in the way at all for crossbow bolt?
For a crossbow bolt, no. It does count as difficult terrain for moving. But
Okay. Then I'm just gonna fire my light crossbow at him.
alright, are you firing at him or are you firing at Nelly?
Him.
Alright.
Oh.
So you pull out your crossbow, which, being a mage, you've probably never really used this thing all that much. You aim it at him, and the cross part just falls off. Plunk.
Slow head turn.
I don't maintain this thing well enough.
Apparently not.
Reno.
Now, shooting him would be a good idea, but also so would getting out my shield and taking a defensive stance. That's a very tough call. You know what? Fuck it. I can take at least one punch. I will shoot him to open up.
Alright. Shooting the gobbo.
Yeah.
Well, that's a hit. For 4 damage. Nice. Plink. It buries itself into his chain vest. But he's very much alive. And since he and his goat are on the same order, I'll pretty much just combine them. So let's see, what does a giant goat do? Ah, yes, of course.
Bleat menacingly.
Well, the good news is it's too close to do its charge attack. So, good job on the rolling there, pets. Instead, it will just rush forward and slam its horns into Rennous.
No, it won't.
Alright, you catch its horns and push them aside. But, what about the goblin? He also misses. Good job, team. Haley.
Aw, do we really have to do any of this? This seems excessive.
You could just let him have his way with Graves.
I'd rather just let him have his way with me.
Just shoot it. He's a jerk.
All right. Let's see. What do I have? Okay, I'm just gonna keep that in reserve. Ah, see, that's the kind of rolls I was expecting.
Alright, who are you attacking? The guy or the goat?
You know what? I'll try to trip his goat out from under him.
Alright, that's a hit.
Oh, hey. Oh, hey, look, max
Fucking
damage.
good hit.
That is a real good hit. Wow. Yeah, you crack one of the goat's kneecaps.
Nice.
Damien.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna viciously mock him. I did just, so...
Yeah, I mean, dick jokes are the best way to get to a goblin.
Alright. Whiz save. Oh no, he fails. He is mocked most viciously.
I like how that's the one that got through.
Yep.
I mean, it's appropriate.
He has got a piney D-ness.
Ella.
Oh my god, I didn't know I could do that. I should have actually read the Minotaur thing.
Pets.
Winter?
Oh, sorry. Ray of Frost on the goat.
Alright. Nelly, no!
Does that hit?
Yeah, it hits.
Yes! Bad day.
The goat is indeed having a bad day.
Oh, it's fatigue that the Minotaur milk does. Gotcha.
Rennous. You are in melee.
I mean, Operation Goat Smacking seems like it's a pretty good one. And if I drop the goat, am I able to step away from this goblin without getting op-ed?
Yes.
Sweet. Then I will try and shoot the goat so I can back the fuck up.
Alright, you do have disadvantage on attacks with a ranged weapon in melee, but it doesn't fucking matter.
I Legolas that shit.
You do, and you put an arrow right in the goat's eye. It makes screamy goat noises, and is dropped. The goblin goes spilling off onto the ground.
But is that far enough from the scary goblin? Maybe it isn't. You know what? There we go.
Alright. Goblin turn. He's going to make a whiz save. Alright, fight to the death it is. He lunges at the cowgirl. And breaks his sword directly onto your cleavage. Like, your armor shatters his blade, and your titties just jiggle and quake in response.
Boo, quake.
He looks down at his shattered steel blade and just says, "Fuck." Haley.
I mean, you were really the one who caused all of this to happen.
Alright, you miss. His armor absorbs the blow.
He wish he were getting a blow.
Yeah, he does at this point.
So how does hammering horns work? Do I have to hit with the attack action? It just says when you use the attack action.
Let me take a peep here.
Because I just that it. So
Let me see. Horns. Attack action, melee attack. Yeah, it's when you make any kind of attack. So yeah, if you can use your bonus action to try and knock the dude down.
sure.
Or sorry, to knock this guy back 5 feet.
Yeah. How does that work?
You're going to make an opposed athletics check with him.
Okay.
The DC is 9. Oh no.
No, it doesn't work. Oh well.
Martial arts, the Twin Peaks, nice. Alright.
Yeah, you know.
So you do not successfully shove him. Which brings us to Damien.
It's fine. I'll just move around. Keep on poke. Or not.
Yep, that is definitely not a hit. Your blade just gets caught up in his chainmail and cannot quite penetrate. Ella.
Alright. I'm gonna back away. And fire another ray of frost at him.
Sounds good. Once again,
No one hits anything
nobody
today.
can hit this guy. He's just wearing too much goddamn armor.
Except me!
Oh, Jesus. Alright, that drops him. He is unconscious. But
Okay then.
Unconscious, huh?
yes,
Alright, what's
he's
this guy got on him?
unconscious.
Let's take a lucky look.
Alright, he has a very nice cloak. He has a hand and a half sword, a suit of chainmail, a longbow, and 28 pieces of silver.
Sure.
So you
Damien, you can go ahead and take inspiration.
Solid. Okay then, let's have a look here. Fuck, I don't know. Alright then. Let's just take all this fucking gear. I've got a box, we could just throw all that shit in. And then I'll leave him a day of rations and a silver piece.
Alright.
I forgot I got a proficiency in the performance skill.
Seems fair. He's just unconscious, right?
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
not like,
only
dying.
unconscious.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Hmm.
There we go, we all get 6 silver, 7 copper.
Oh well, one of the saddest lessons you can learn is you can't be friends with everyone. Shall we move on?
Yep. And he didn't have any food on his own, did he?
No, he did not. He was
No.
a very hungry gobbo.
So yeah, I leave him a day of rations. So he gets a present out of this ass beating, but loses his weapons and armor
Well, it's going to be very
and
hard to be a
self-respect.
highwayman now, but
Yeah, but he's got a silver coin and a day of rations to go find a place to get his shit together. Maybe he could be a druid. I don't know.
well, that's one choice.
He does have an affinity for goats after all.
Gross. Alright. So. Gay 5 GB. Yes, all coinage is marked down a step, as are prices. So. The party resumes their travel, and now has a choice to make. You've been able to keep up with the kobolds' tracks so far. It seems there's maybe half a dozen of them in this group. Do you want to pursue the kobold tracks, or do you want to head to the farming village? You can only go after one in what little daylight remains.
The farming village is not exactly to his home, is it?
No, it is not. It is just the center of the attacks that have been happening recently. Wow, you suck.
I keep clicking the wrong thing.
You start playing the fucking slide whistle version of fucking whatever it was called.
That one though.
Wow,
The dice
very good at the
variant.
loot. You're very good at the loot. The flute, not really your jam, and nor is it Damien. I imagine Damien was like, I'll show you to play a flute.
Just start
And then I
playing
start
on the
playing
wrong
Stairway to
side.
Heaven.
Goddamn loot. Oh, like fun. So Damien's flute playing sounds like.
Yeah, you need to keep the crown there on your lips, Damien.
I'm sorry. Usually, this kind of flute has skin on it.
All right. So, which way are you going?
So the village has been attacked a bunch, so helping them would be good. But kobolds might be after eagles, and eagles might help town.
Hey, I'm back.
Important question.
Yeah.
Does anyone know how to speak to an eagle?
No.
No.
Maybe.
You took classes in Eagle?
I mean, I failed a lot of classes in Eagle, if I'm perfectly honest.
It's because of the squawking.
Is there a way to communicate with Eagle?
That's a good question. Why don't you make me a nature check?
Oh, I just did raw int. Same number.
Alright.
Yeah, I ain't kidding. This character, I was like, you know what? It would make sense for me to put some skills in rangery things because they tried. And I went, but they sucked, so no.
Alright, well, that's good enough to remember that giant eagles actually understand common.
I mean,
yeah.
we don't speak Eagle, but Eagles speak people.
Yep, eagles can't actually talk. They just understand people words.
Like Mabari, gotcha.
Yes, they are Mabaris.
I was about to make a real mean joke about someone who can also understand English, but every time I've seen him write, it's like word salad.
Alright. Well, I mean,
I like Eagles more than people, I will confess. I might be a little bit biased in that.
but, we could stop the kobolds from doing whatever they're doing, and that will help the eagles who will help us, who will help the village.
I mean, that's the amazing master plan I crafted in all of about 10 seconds, but that's the gist of it.
Sounds good to me. I didn't really have a plan other than, go out and help people. And it seems like both of these plans help people.
It's true. Gonna feel real guilty if that village gets burnt down. gonna also feel guilty for the eagles get burnt down though. So yeah, I vote birds. But I don't speak for you guys. What's up, Damien, Ella, Ella,
What?
A, A,
Hey,
A.
hey.
I'm glad that you've picked a name that I can repeat over and over until you notice, Pats. Operation Go Save the Eagles and hope that they can help village, or Operation Hang out the village and defend them if they get attacked.
I vote for Eagles. That was the first one.
Sweet.
Alright. Circle of Happiness it is.
Sweet. It's like a fetch quest, but with birds.
Alright, and thus the party sets out. Haley, would you give me one more survival check, just to make sure you can get exactly where the kobolds are going?
And
How?
I give a advantage. Jesus
Happy
Christ.
vantage!
You're so survivally.
25!
You're a legend. A legend among moves.
Moo!
Haley just gets down on all fours and sniffs along the track. Alright, so you are very sure that the main group of kobolds you're now following is probably about 4 members, but amongst them you see one pair of humanoid tracks, probably a catfolk. And it seems they're heading northeast now into the hills, where you can now see there is the ruins of a castle on the side of the river you were following earlier. However,
Hey, there's a kitty
below
with
the
them.
castle, you can see the entrance to a cave, and that's where the kobolds are going.
So we found their evil nest from which they go out and do their eagle hunting.
I mean, they could just not have known eagles were smart. I don't think, what are they called? See, I forgot what their name is, but, you know, Haley would too, so she's got that amount of hint. What are they called? Kobolds, yeah, don't have too much in the mental intellect,
They aren't so smart.
smarts.
Yeah. Well, I mean, then that might just make it easier to deal with. Maybe we don't have to commit some kind of like horrible kobold-based murder. We can just persuade them to not be assholes and leave the eagles alone.
Maybe we'll just ask nicely.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, sometimes that works. Not as often as I would like, but sometimes.
Have I interacted with very many kobolds in my life? I'm a Minotaur. They're
Probably
usually in
not.
mountain areas.
Kobolds
No?
tend to
Okay.
keep to themselves.
Okay. Yeah, I may be a Minotaur in the mountains, but they're also only hanging out with dragons.
Yeah, kobolds don't give a fuck about anybody if they ain't a dragon.
So
Don't forget about it.
you're saying I should have been dragonborn? Gotcha.
You could have been the lair of dragons.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get to meet a dragon and they'll be real cool.
Maybe we'll end up like the humans in StrayFinder when they met dragons.
What did they do?
Maybe.
Oh, well, the dragons were dying out, so they were like, you know what? We'll stop you from dying out. And then all of a sudden, there was this new thing called red-marked humans everywhere. That's like a full 60% of the population right now.
Nice.
I thought it was higher than that.
It kind of is, but the thing is, red-marked dragons are the ones that everyone thinks of when they think of humans in that setting, while most of the human-looking humans, aside from Marlem, who heard about chicken and ran off to the south, stay in the Dragon Isles.
Ah,
Anyways.
okay.
Marlon Sanders, aka the fucking pro wrestler KFC man,
Yeah.
in a
It's
Tony Stark style Iron Man suit.
Yep.
It's pretty great.
Everything is great.
He's on the quest to make the perfect fried chicken. Wish I was kidding.
So,
Kind of glad I'm not.
yeah, there's blink chickens in that campaign, actually. It's great. But can we overtake them before they hit the cave?
No, they are already in the cave.
Oh, okay.
Way to bring this back to the game, Stray.
Yeah, good job.
I tried. Alright,
Do
so
you have
there.
a tarpaulin red paint and some sticks in this cart?
What?
I mean, they're kobolds. With that, we could. I could impersonate a dragon. I've always wanted to impersonate a dragon. You see, it would validate my second year at the Mages College.
I don't think so. Kenaura's colors are like blue, right?
Her color is purple.
Purple, yeah. I've got like a bunch of purple shit on me. So no. I mean, it could have worked because I have like incense and that could have been smoke, but yeah, no.
That's a shame.
So, I mean, how do you guys want to approach this? We'll go and we'll talk to them, make sure that their cave entrance isn't trapped, because that sounds like something that people would do. Also, I don't know what to do if we find a trap. Do we get like a really big rock and roll it at it?
I mean, that doesn't sound like a bad plan. Not a great plan, but not a bad plan.
Well, I mean, my biggest sister was really, really strong, and she'd just, when she went into a dungeon, get a very big rock and kick it in front of her the entire way. She said it worked 100%, 60% of the time, 100%, 100% of the time, 60% of the time.
One of those two, I'm sure. I mean, to be fair, I can't think of a more amazing plan for traversing a dangerous ruins than just rolling a huge fucking rock the entire way. But let's try for stealthy.
I don't think I can do that, and I'll just start bouncing in place, and it's just jingle, jingle, jiggle, jiggle, jingle, jingle. I have disadvantage on stealth check, guys.
Yeah, that's why I wear leather instead of chainmail. I can
Could you
go
even wear
a little...
chainmail?
Yeah, you can start with it as a fighter.
Oh, you have proficiency in heavy, right? Never mind.
I have
I forgot
proficiency
you
in
were a fighter.
everything.
For some reason, I thought you had gone barbarian.
I didn't go that far down the way of flunk out of ranger school. I still have a fighting style. I tried to go to ranger school and I'm like sat at this desk and I'm surrounded by beefy beefmen and it's like, oh, you've walked into the wrong class. This is barbarian class. Ranger class is over there in the tents. Ah, shit. Yeah, no, I would, I could go like a little bit ahead of people and do the sneaky, because if it's a cave, then I'll be sneaky, and then I'll come back and then tell you if it's bad, and then we can go kick some ass or say some hellos.
I can sneak very well as well.
Then I can get a sneaky companion with suave one-liners.
Cool. So you guys go in front, and while Savin's away, I'm gonna use the restroom.
Fair enough.
So our plan: sneaky guys go in front, loud person and caster staying back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Seduce the kobolds.
She spelled it wrong, but her heart was in the right place.
She tried. I believe in kobolds.
Again, not a great plan, but not the worst plan.
If I have to, I will do. But I didn't bring any
Same.
cocaine, and I'm not a bunny girl, so I don't know. Like, I'm pretty sure you need to have those two assets to honey trap him.
Yeah,
Welcome back.
I'm not sure you can seduce cowgirls can actually seduce kobolds, which would have been my first plan, because remember, like kobold women are completely flat,
Yeah.
so I don't think that works. I'd have
Well, no,
to
I
be
mean,
much.
you have to be a bunny girl and have cocaine.
Yeah, I'd need to be much more. Well, Jeffrey's an
Back.
exception to the rules.
Welcome back.
You know, he's a kobold fetishist, but other kobolds are just like, a flat chest is best. You know that.
What
Thing.
nipples? What is that shit all about?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the Minotaur has had a revolution because real women have curves.
Oh yeah, that actually happened in StrayParadox.
I know, you told
I
us
mean,
several times.
it's the best reason to have a revolution.
I haven't told Savin, but in StrayParadox, when the Dark Elves took over for a while, the Minotaurs rebelled when the humans and Wolfkin did, because according to the Minotaurs, real women have curves,
Excellent.
and they were all elves.
So, what's the plan?
Sneaky's in front, and Cleric and other caster standing, behind them.
All right. So, who's sneaky other than Rennous?
I am.
Okay. So let's move you guys over into another map.
I'm not the best sneaky, but I'm far from the worst.
I can see shit.
Oh. That would probably be a problem. Let me.
I can see.
Yeah. Okay. Everyone should be able to see now.
Yep.
I don't see Ella's HP though. No, Ella's HP. Did she ever put it in?
I did. It's right here. I see it.
It's
Weird.
probably inside the dynamic lighting.
Oh, okay, never mind. Because it's weird because I can see Damien's though. I don't know.
I can't see yours or Damien's, but whatever.
I apologize for my fucking dice variants in the Savin game.
Well, I was going to use my inspiration on this, but I mean,
Fucking don't bother.
you've fucked it up worse than I physically can. So
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay. So Damien is very much so hidden. Rennous, however, thinks she's hidden, but
It's like I led with my left foot instead of my right. If I'd been on the right, it would have been perfect. But no, I stand on every gravel exactly while my other foot doesn't.
We're not stealthing Winter.
Yeah,
I
you
put
two are-
up stealth anyway.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
all right, well, move yourselves where you want to go.
Shit.
Also, I apologize if you can hear Tasha in the background. She's eating.
That's cool. Oh, I see a kobold.
You see a kobold. There is indeed a kobold sitting, or rather squatting, on this bit of a dais here. He is, at the moment, eating a fish, but when he hears Rennous coming, he snaps his head over and looks up at you with big, beady yellow eyes and says, "Huh? Who are you?" What are you
Hi,
looking
I'm
at, dog?
Rennous. Sorry for surprising you.
What's a Rennous?
Ah, Rennous are me. What's your name?
It sort of cocks its head to the side. Rennous. That not name I know.
Oh, well, what's your name?
My name's Sam.
Well, Sam. Now you know
Sam,
Rennous, and
yeah.
Rennous gets to know Sam. Easy peasy.
He's squinting at you. No, he was not eating green eggs and ham. He was just eating a raw fish, which he's now dropped on the ground, and has one of his hands on his tiny little kobold dagger. He's staring at you incredulously. Why don't you make me a deception check or persuade check, Rennous, versus his insight. See if you can fast talk your way past him.
Yes!
Alright.
I'm sorry for spooking you. Didn't mean to have you drop your fish there, Sam.
So, you new worker for Boss Lady?
Yeah, we were told to expect a boss lady, but haven't met her yet. Do you know where she is?
Yeah, she up top in Big Castle. Doing
in the
big ritual.
Oh, right. Okay. Damn. Was there an elevator up there?
No, must climb.
Darn it. Oh, I thought as much. You see, this is a problem. I wish I had wings. Would have been way handier.
He sort of looks downcast at that and says, "Me too."
Well, I'll have a moment with this kobold. Wings would be real cool.
Alright. And as you're saying this, like, some more kobolds are peeking out. They're coming over to see what the commotion's about.
I'll glance past them. I brought some food if you got friends over there, Sam.
Food? Hey,
Yeah,
hey
sure.
everyone! Food! Yay!
Come on
Yeah.
over. We were just about to set up a campfire outside in the front porch. And she'll
Oh,
wave them along
ca-
this way.
Can't go outside. Boss says no go outside without little boss man.
But if I'm working for the boss lady, aren't I a little boss? Admittedly, little boss woman, but it's very close.
No, gotta wait for little boss man.
Okay, I'll go quickly get some and bring you food instead. That okay?
Okay.
Cool. Be right back.
You hear behind you one of the kobolds say, "She's way nicer than the little boss man." Yeah, I know.
I'll look up to the others. So, it seems that the little kobolds are idiots and are now working for a big boss lady who's doing a ritual, gonna assume ritual, at the top of a mountain which we gotta climb because we don't have wings like they do. They also could use some food. They probably have a little boss man around here who sounds like they might be an asshole, unlike me, who is great.
So, friends?
Sort of.
Now.
Friends for as long as we have them convinced. That might not last, but pretty sure it'll help win them over if we bring them some food. You guys want to bring food?
I got plenty of food still. We didn't give any to the highwayman there.
Yeah, sure. Awesome. Let's go. And wander back and out with food. I got some friends. They brought food as well.
Wait, more friends?
Yeah.
The kobolds look a little bit more wary now.
I
Oh, they're
wave
awesome.
and say hi.
This one's a
Message.
dentist. She can fix fangs if any of you have chippy tooths.
One of them starts to say something, but Sam grabs his hand and says, wait a minute. There's a lot of you. You're all really big. Could you just leave the food there?
I mean, I guess so. Isn't Little Boss Man around?
Yeah, you're right. I should go get him.
But
I'll tell you what, we'll bring him some food. You guys can sit here and eat up. I'll let him know that it's okay. Come on. Ah, crap.
I wanted to give them food and scritches.
Yeah.
Oh.
Rennous will look to the other kobolds and pull out a pack of rations.
Yeah, so they all start eating, because they don't give a shit, they're kobolds.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll knock off 3.
Alright, and a couple seconds later, just maybe 20, 30 seconds, Sam comes back leading a catfolk man in long black robes with a leaf-shaped face mask on. He's carrying a quarterstaff with ram-shaped metal protrusions on the top and looks at you with a scowl. Who are you?
I'm reminded of Tim the Enchanter.
Ah, damn it.
They call me Tim.
Name's Rennous. I'm One of Tahir's unders. Just got back from a little bit of scouting. Also brought food if you fancy any. Don't know if you got any down here.
He squints at you. Tahir has no other second. Who are you?
Second? I said unders. Please. We're not important enough.
Make a deception check.
Sure. Anyone got advantage they can throw at me?
I got guidance I can throw at you.
They will see you casting that spell.
They'll see guidance when that happens. So just advantage if anyone's got it.
My deception isn't bad.
No. I have to do the check. I'm gonna assume. It's fine. All right, it's okay. Everything's gonna be awesome. I'll roll high.
You kept asking. Yeah. There you go.
All right, let's see if he buys it. All right, he's not super convinced, but he's not attacking you right now.
Yeah, I'll put my hands up in an assuading fashion. Like, we're not seconds or anything like that. Just underlings, extra eyes in the forest.
Tahir had not told me we were hiring mercenaries now. But very well. He will sort of plant his staff on the stones beside his feet. Are you here for your instructions, then?
I believe we have to go to her for instructions. We just brought food, but, I mean, if you happen to have her orders, then we can take them from you instead.
Yes. No one may disturb the mistress while she prepares her ritual.
Yeah. Okay, then. That's fine, sure. Have you got anywhere to sit down and set up? We have been on the road. There was a crab fight that got weird.
Very well. Seat yourselves. Set down your packs. Be at ease. Our sanctum is safe for now.
Yeah, didn't see anyone as we made it much closer to this edge, so seems to be the case. There was some highwayman jerkhead like a ways back, and I'll give him a vague idea of the direction.
Yes. And as this fellow turns, you can see that on his back he has sheathed an absolutely gorgeous sword. It's definitely a long sword, with many jewels inlaid across the crossguard and pommel. And what little of the blade you can see in its half scabbard, it appears to be chased silver.
Swish.
Swish, swoosh, indeed.
And yeah, Rennous will indeed put down her packs, bung them in the corner.
Oh man, yeah, Kobold's gonna get so many scritches you don't even know. Bloop.
I'll offer scritches too.
Yes, excellent.
So what would your name be, by the way? We only know Tahir by missive.
I am Said, Tahir's second, apprentice to the woman who shall soon rule this mountain. He gives a grandiose bow and smiles. You can see all of his teeth have been filed down to little ivory points.
Yeah, Rennous will likewise grin. Probably sharpier and caninier than most catfolk get.
Alright. Now, as for your orders.
Oh, you cut out there.
As for your orders, there are still great eagle nests that have not been defiled. Some of the birds remain resistant. There is one 2 mountains south of here. At the very peak, near some caves, you'll find one of their nests with at least 3 eggs inside. Take them, or destroy them if you cannot.
Destroy is easier, but yeah, I mean, if we can acquire them, then we'll do.
Acquiring
How many tend
is
to guard a
better.
nest?
That allows us to enslave their parents for fear for their children.
Yeah. How many tend to be guarding a nest at the moment?
It should only be 2. Though the opportune time to strike is when only one is there. the other out hunting.
That can be arranged. We'll spook some game and see if we can speed one of them up into going hunting.
A good plan.
I like to think so. 1 sec, and she'll quickly grab a map. Then you could script on where the nest is. Any others, maybe, if they're in range and aren't too far away to do in a rotation.
He will mark down 3 eagle nests nearby. The one he pointed out to originally is closest, but it's at least 2 days' ride away.
Okay, that can be arranged.
Good.
What's the timeline for the ritual's completion?
I'll just give you a little look and say, "That is none of your concern, mercenary."
I mean, we just okay, well, will we get this done before it's done? Because it would be, kind of nice to be about for the crux. It's all well and good being promised to be paid handsomely, but, if we're just off doing the job when she completes her ritual, it would kind of suck to get stiffed on it.
Worry not. The ritual will not interfere with your payment. It is but one of many.
Understood. Okay, then. My companions and I will take a short rest and then be on our way.
Alright.
Give him a nod and then wander on back over to my stuff and just sort of make a little perch in the corner and watch for a while. And, just effectively catch a breather and try and act natural.
Alright. Sounds good.
I will give the kobold so many scritches.
Alright. At least once during the rest, one of them will, poke at your boob and say, or ask how you can move around with those giant beef things hanging off of you.
I pick him up with one arm and set him back down again. Like that.
Ah!
Pat him on the head.
They also get lighter if you squeeze them enough.
One of the kobolds immediately squeezes.
Yeah, pretty much. Although I am wearing armor, so more like giant milk splotch.
Squelch.
Squelch.
See, they're fun.
I should just play villains. I would apparently be real good at that shit.
Yeah. I mean, you're real good at it in Vikings and D.
This is true. Wasn't as successful in that one, though.
Alright. So yeah, why don't the 3 of you who are in the room give me a deception check, just to see if you don't give anything away while you're hanging with the kobolds and Said is watching you.
Fuck.
I will say the DC is 10.
Okay.
To not arouse suspicion, and it's a group check, so one of you can fail,
Majority
but
ruling.
if 2 of you fail, you're fucked.
Don't shoot.
Great.
Don't you
What
two
check are we
airheads.
making?
Deception.
Don't you two airheads fuck me on this.
This is my best stat.
Yes!
Don't say that.
Alright.
It's enough.
You're
Yay!
fine. Everybody's fine. Alright, you managed to keep to yourselves enough that nobody suspects a thing. See, still thinks it's a little weird that new mercenaries were brought on without anybody telling him, but the mistress's will is mysterious at times.
And these kobolds are idiots.
Yes, these kobolds are fucking idiots. This is
Hey,
factually
probably
I am
doesn't
correct.
help,
genuinely
but-
trying to become their friends. This is in fact one of my ideals right here.
Well, then I
Make
guess you
everyone
can just
friendlies.
charge up inspiration.
Because my ideals is I just want everyone to be happy and sated and to be super best friends.
Did I get anything from my ideal of bandits are assholes? The highwayman?
You didn't really, kill him or anything, so, no. If anything, you were merciful.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to make my ideal.
Yeah, I mean, I've got that I can shoot things real good and probably use that skill for the good of others. But thus far,
Probably.
all I did was execute a goat.
Just
and shoot some crabs. So
And all of a day's work, right?
you can just kind of pick like a general heroic one, Winter. Like I just want to save people or something like that.
You can literally
much.
roll on a table from your background.
Yeah.
It's true.
Alright, so, once the rest is over, what do you guys do?
I guess it's going to be time to pack out and head for that eagle nest.
Yeah, we're gonna go do that. Yep, it's
Okay.
gonna be great.
And then instead it's like, here's a map, and on it I've written down who your allies actually are and where to find all of them. Yes.
Alright, so once we're like, a couple hours away, he's gonna be like, well, that guy was super creepy, but I liked his kobolds.
Yeah,
Same.
yeah. Well, I mean, we've got a way to the top of the mountain now.
Yeah, we'll just go and help out the eagles, tell them that they found out where their eggs are, maybe help protect them. I have like a direct line to Kenaura, so she could probably help to see if there's anything wrong with their eggs, and then maybe ask them very nicely to drop us off on top, so we can deal with the big bad evil lady.
Yeah, and we get to skip the evil henchman.
Well, I do have something to plan with the kobolds at least. Could maybe bring them on side. They didn't seem to like that fellow, but if I could convince them that I'm some emissary from a dragon,
Might
be able
work.
to get them to work for us.
Might be a plan then. If we cross ways with them again, we've certainly got a good reputation.
Haley will clap and say, yay, kobold friends!
Dependent on how stupid they are, they might be able to.
Oh, very.
Yeah. I might be able to convince them that these pink highlights, that's the mark of great Carthanax the Red, Lord Dragon of Elder Days and Master of Deeper Places.
Yeah.
Besides, they don't need to be intelligent to be super best friends.
Yeah. Do we pass anywhere where we can possibly buy more supplies?
No, you'll be heading in the opposite direction of the town.
Understood. Oh well.
So the town is half a day to, at this point, the direct east from here. The Eagle's Nest is 2 days south, back the way you came, more or less.
Okay. Let's see. That's fine. I shall mark off ration for that. And another one. And now I'm out after giving them away to kobolds.
Alright. So does everyone have at least 4 days of rations for each
Yes.
person?
No. No, I have 1 ration left.
You were given 4 at the start by me and Pets, so
And
yes you do.
it's been like 3 days, so...
So I have 3 left.
Alright.
Yeah.
Well, that's still insufficient, so it looks like somebody's going to be rolling survival checks to get some food.
The cost of using it all for trade. But oh well.
Skow, are you gonna be doing the thing?
Ranger dropout.
No! The thing of getting me advantage.
Oh, then yes, yeah.
I can give you guidance too. You can give yourself guidance, can't
I
you?
can give myself guidance.
16.
Not bad.
Still way better than us at survivable.
I'm
Alright.
helping!
So,
I just want to show off my guidance macro real quick.
I have some random person who pinged me and said, "Get cloak, asshole."
what?
I just wanted to share my guidance macro here.
What the fuck does get cloak asshole mean? No spoilers. In the case there is shit hidden on your thing.
Oh yeah, I know what they're talking about.
Oh,
That's shitty. Chat, please.
oh well. There might not be someone in chat, but you know who you are if you're there. Anyway.
Alright. So. You make your way... Yeah, that's a
Downtown.
good point. Make your way towards the foot of the mountain, where the eagles nest, so please mark off 2 rations, everybody. Haley, you generate 1d6 plus your wisdom modifier in rations, so figure that out, then deduct 8 rations from the group's total.
That's good. I need 1 more off of those to make up my required total. So that's 5 left to hand out.
I'll need to claim 1 as well.
Okay, so it's been 3 days, you said?
It's been 2 days.
Oh.
Since you left the bandits, or not the bandits, the kobolds' lair.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's
And
been
I just
3 days before that, so it's been a total of 5.
And I just generated the equivalency of 6 rations.
Delightful.
That's a lot of ration.
It is. There's many ration. You all also get all your spells and stuff back since you're traveling, so good job there.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
I get 1 back from the 2 I have. I did it.
And it's a 50% increase for the next encounter. Good job.
I know, right?
Speaking of which...
Ah!
Yes, indeed.
Not the rape boulets.
No, it's not the rape boulets. It's the rape rats. Indeed.
Ah, no.
As you approach the foot of the mountain, you see a kobold in the middle of a small clearing, putting his hands up like or not Indiana Jones, fucking Chris
Crocodile
Pratt's
Dundee.
character from Jurassic Park, trying to calm a big fat horde of very large, very angry-looking rats, each one the size of like a racing dog. They are chittering amongst themselves and slowly closing in.
Alright,
What do you do?
initiative.
Alright.
No, kobold friend.
I want to plonk a rat.
Alright, well, let's see how that works out for
Oh,
you.
can't win them all.
Kobold is very speedy. Rats are the opposite of speedy.
I am exactly average.
Alright, so everyone on the board, then, yeah. Kobold is going to sling a rat. Actually hits, too. That's amazing.
Plink.
He
Which rat?
beans a rat directly in the eyeball. It squeals and recoils, bleeding profusely. Rennous.
Alright. I shoot the bleedy rat. 13?
That is indeed a hit.
Nice.
And it is killed most certainly. Squeak. Haley.
Okay. So I'm gonna move up 30. And then I'm gonna huck a spear at this one.
Alright.
And
That's something I don't think I've ever seen done in a D&D game.
really,
Yeah, people
I mean,
hucking an
as we're-
actual spear. I mean, I know you can do it, it just never comes up.
I couldn't close in so it's getting a spear.
Fair
It's getting a
enough.
spear for 21,
Yeah, that hits.
and only 3 because I rolled a 1.
And which one are you targeting?
But it does roll a d8 because I'm throwing it at him. Does extra damage. So that one right there.
Okay. I think you mean because you're using it in 2 hands.
Is that it? I don't know why.
Yeah, the versatile property lets you use increases the damage die by 2 hands. So, are you using a shield?
Yeah, I was using
Okay,
shield.
then it's 3 damage. So, alas. Yeah, versatile weapons, if you use them in both hands, bump their dice size up by 1 step.
Okay, I get you.
So,
Okay,
Ella.
so anyway.
No, when it, like a
Go.
Fucking hell, they are having themselves a good old shout.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Ray of Frost, this far one over here.
Okay. Solid hit. Absolutely.
There, wouldn't click.
Alright. It is badly frozen, but still alive. Damien.
Right. Going to move up and throw a dagger at the nearest rat.
Okay.
So the one I threw a whole spear at? Oh, Jesus.
Oh! The crit! First time. It is brutally murdered. Squeak! And now it is time for rodent vengeance. Alright. The rats are going to gank the kobold. So, let's see how that works out for him. Oh god!
Hello!
So the hit drops him to 0. Then the crit, which was a crit anyway because it's on his corpse, that kills him, so he's dead.
Oh, no.
Rip in rip, kobold. You were the best of us until you got ripped apart by giant rats. Speaking of giant rats, Haley, you have a friend who's going to bite you.
Not sure if that is.
What is this, the Royal Rat Society?
Yes.
The Minotaur bonus to XC is only when you're not wearing armor, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, then that exactly meets.
Cool. Okay, so that meets your armor class, so let's see what damage he can do to you. He's going to deal you 3 points of damage, and I'm going to need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Where's my button? There it is. It's 15.
Alright, you're fine, nothing happens. Kobold doesn't even get a death save, you're just dead. Coup de grace by a rat. Rennous.
That's terrible.
Wait, he doesn't get it. Oh,
He got coup de grace and got killed by massive damage. The rat critted his ass for more hit points than he had maximum.
Alright, I'll shoot the one next to Haley.
Alright.
Blap.
Pew! It dies. 1 shot, 1 kill. Haley.
Just beamed one with a fucking rock.
Haley
Good God.
screams, "You rat bastards!" without realizing the joke she just made.
Nice, nice.
And if that one's dead, I'm gonna do that thing I should have done in the first place. I am going to Goring Rush.
Yes.
Say you're gonna rush him.
I forgot that I could do this as a Minotaur.
Moo.
When I use a dash action during a turn, I can make a melee attack with my horns as a bonus action.
You just run right at him and stick him with the pointy ends. All right. Roll to hit.
I actually didn't put the horns in here. Is it strength?
Yes.
At the attack of strength. Okay.
Yep.
And
They
it's a
deal
D10,
1d10 piercing damage.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Getting
so-
gored by a cow hurts a lot.
Okay, so I quickly threw this in. So let's see if this actually works or not.
All right.
23.
That's a hit.
4-3 because I rolled another 1.
Good news, it had a hit point. It dies. There is now rat blood all over your face, and there is a dead, diseased rat impaled on your horns. And when you lift your head up, it comes with you and just goes flying. I'm going to need you to make me another Constitution saving throw.
Oh well, it was worth using that ability.
It was
'cause I really
absolutely
wanted
worth
to.
it.
It was totally worth it.
You don't even give a shit. Ella.
A. I'm gonna hit another ray of frost on it.
All right.
Oh.
Well, you tried.
You
Damien.
hit a bush.
I move up here. Can I retrieve my dagger and throw it again with the same action?
Roll 1d2. If you roll a 2, you got your dagger back. If not, it broke. Hey, you find your dagger. So yeah, you can go ahead and do that. That's a hit. Not an amazing crit, though, so this time it lives. Yeah, I bet you bought this pack. This fucking artist is amazing. Alright.
Yeah.
The giant rat lives. It goes after Damien. I will disease one of you motherfuckers. Does a 14 hit you, Damien?
It does.
Excellent. Roll me a Constitution saving throw. Yes!
Oh no, you got lurgies.
You contract the plague. So, yeah, that's gonna be a bad time for you. So first of all, you take 6 points of damage, so ow. And your maximum hit points are decreased by 3.
Grody.
Yeah. Alright. The rat squeaks in feral rage until Rennous kills it.
You're not supposed to say that. Never mind, okay, until Rennous kills it.
Yeah, Rennous kills the shit out of it. Pew! I don't think you've ever missed this entire session.
Look, it's only a matter of time.
You're like the opposite of Cherry.
Alright, and then of course I'm going to hastily try and reclaim some fucking arrows.
Go for it.
Alright.
Half as many as were shot.
Yep.
I'm gonna walk over to
So
Damien,
5, so...
retrieve my spear along the way. And are, like, diseases and stuff like that medicine checks to help with?
You cannot deal with this by just a medicine check, unfortunately. You can diagnose it with a medicine check, but you will need magic to cure a disease. Otherwise, he'll just have to fight it off himself.
Do I even need to... Do you want me to diagnose it then?
Up to you.
Okay. And wait, there's more!
Wait, there's more!
Moo!
Alright. Let me just copy this over for you. The diseased target cannot regain hit points except through magic, so no recovering from rest and stuff. And your hit points decrease by 3 every day. If your hit points reach a 0, you die.
So, are any of my spells able to cure this?
Nope.
Are there any level 1 spells that are able to cure
Nope.
diseases? RIP.
How far away is that? How far away is the eagle nest from the druid?
From the druid, like, from the original druid you went to?
Yes.
Probably like 3 or 4 days by riding, but of course it can fly.
Yes. What I'm saying is, if in the process of gathering eagle companions to do a little bit of helping, are we able to, get Damien back before he dies of having his hit points reduced?
That's gonna be a question.
How many hit points does How many days will Damien survive?
Like 3.
I had 10 max hit points to start with.
Okay.
That's a lot of max hit points. I only had 9.
I have a fierce
Same.
12. I'm a very tanky shoot person.
How do bards get so many hit points?
D8 hit die.
Yeah, D8 and my con is 15.
Okay. Oh, right, my con is 13. I forgot about that.
Yep.
Because I chose charisma instead!
Moo!
Yeah, friendship cow.
Yeah!
Alright.
That was my decision whether or not to have more hit points or to be better at like persuasion and being friends with everybody. And I said, you know what? This isn't gonna work. It's not gonna be great to help other people, but you know what? It's great for the character. Let's do this.
Good choice.
Okay, so here's our situation. We are 2 days away from a person who might have the cure, except the person who might have the cure happens to be a bad guy. And we would have to successfully perform the whole lying thing. Or we can go to the Eagles and try and get them to, save Damien, essentially, by getting him back to Boss Druid Lady. And then we can gather some more Eagles, hopefully, and just go fight the evil big bitch up top side.
I mean, how motivated would the bad druids be to save any mercenaries? What they think are mercenaries?
There's also that he might not actually give us any cure, and we'd have to fight them anyway with a dying Damien. That's even if they have a cure. That isn't one they cast, as opposed to having some kind of potion.
So what if we become super best friend with the birdies, and they fly Damien back to the nice druid lady, and we ask very nicely?
That seems like what we might have to do. Otherwise, Damien's going to die of rat bite.
Damn plague rats.
Oh boy. Okay. So yeah, I think that's the plan there. We gotta go. We gotta get to the burbs, and then also get the burbs to help us save a dame. We have a Damezian in distress.
No.
What saves?
Yeah, so I looked up every other disease in the entire DMG while we were talking, and they all specify a way to cure the disease. This disease does not. You have contracted bubonic plague, Damien. You literally have the Black Death. There is no saving you without magic.
Oh,
Rest and rip.
Good job, Savin.
Druids have the spell cure disease, though. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. So let's go to the boss lady and save Damien from the Black Plague.
And I was really sad nobody got this in 73 when I threw these rats at you.
Fucking glad we didn't. Jesus. What you should do is just make enemies that might just on attack grant herpes to people, just because it'd be really funny.
No, every time you have sex with anybody, including your party members, just roll for disease. Every
was
time
the
you go
con
down
save
in
for
combat,
that?
roll for disease.
If there, are there any more of these rats? Because I just want to know what the con save was. If he could have passed with an 11.
He could have. The DC is 10.
No, your inspiration.
I have a fairly decent con save, and I didn't expect it would be the black fucking plague.
You thought you were just gonna get the trots like me. Need to take a shit after the fight.
Hey man, Savin's not hecking around. He'll heck you
It's
right
true.
up.
In one shots, he's there for death.
Yep. Feed me blood, players.
I want this character to live so that she might hack other people's lives up in bulkier ways.
Then fight for it.
I do.
All
I'll
right.
lie for it more. It's the
Yeah.
It's the lying angle that really brings the saviors to the end.
Alright, so you guys are at the bottom of the mountain. It'll take you most of the day to climb up to the top. If you pass some athletics checks, so... Why don't we get
Does
some of
Ella
that?
get
No, I got
advantage
noodle arm.
because she's a goat?
You know what? Sure. Ella, you can have advantage because you're a goat.
Good, because I got a -1.
This is a group check, so 2 of you need to pass, at least.
Can I dispense bardic inspiration to?
Yes, you can. Pets is fucked no matter what,
Nothing's
but...
gonna save you from a 2 or a 5.
To the rest of the party, yes, you can dispense inspiration.
I mean, athletics is supposedly what I'm quite good at. It's a trained skill.
It's an 8, but still.
Yeah, so that's a failure.
Alright.
Haley, what's your athletics?
2.
I'll give you one, and I'll take one for myself.
Sweet. And I'm gonna fucking raw dog this. No! Oh wait, guidance please.
It's too late!
Hang on, sorry. People are talking to me. Alright, do that bardic thing to me, and I'll roll athletics.
You can choose to take the dice afterwards.
Ta-da! I fall to my death.
Fuck.
So the party does not climb the mountain in a day. You have to make camp halfway up because Haley sprains one of her legs and just goes falling back like 50 feet down, but luckily is sufficiently bouncy to not get killed by the impact.
It's just like little milk splashes on the way down. He
You
sprains a boob.
sprain a boob. Indeed. So, Damien, your maximum health is reduced by another 3 points.
A 94.
Oh, it's your-
100%
Oh
now.
god, it's your max hit points that are
Yeah, and if
dropping?
it hits
Yep.
0, he's dead and dead. And it
Oh, you
will
got like so you
2
got 2
days.
days.
2
2
days.
days.
Yep.
Fuck.
Damien might die before we make it.
I'll be right back real fast, guys.
Alright. The good news is, yeah, you get to the top of the mountain the next day, no problem. And there, on a rocky outcropping before a cave, you do indeed find a nest of great eagles. And worse, you find a nest full of 2 great eagles, who look none too pleased to see you, and make menacing burb noises. What do you
Alright.
do?
I will take off my bags and slowly put down all of my weapons, hands up. We don't mean any harm. We promise. We know what's causing all the bad things.
The eagles sort of narrow their predatory eyes at you.
Do you know about the good druid that way? And she'll just point in the direction, the cardinal, direction of the good druid lady.
Alright. The eagles continue to stare at you.
Okay. She has a youngling who went bad. They're that way, and she'll point in the entire opposite direction. And we want to kill them before they kill the rest of you. The problem is, they already knew you were here, and they also know where other nests are. We want to stop her, but we need help.
Roll persuade. Let's see if the eagles believe you.
Can I offer help for advantage?
What do you say to the eagles to try and assist?
That's a good point.
Wait, can I use Damien Pity Face for inspiration? He really needs help.
No.
They don't take pity on the sick cat boy.
They think you're here to rob them. They do not take pity on you, no. As Damien's sitting there just, like, slowly having his lymph nodes swell up.
This fallen druids, we know where they've taken your lost eggs. We can help bring them back to you, if only you trust us.
You say, coughing up the plague all over their eggs.
yeah. You just get close enough to really glob up on him.
And now the eagles have the plague.
Not the plagules.
The plagules. They spread it at the speed of wing.
I have a spare set of fine clothing. I'm sure I can get some sort of handkerchief out.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just messing with you. The eagles do not catch the plague. They do not become pleagles.
Oh my god.
Alright, hail Satan!
I was gonna help. Okay.
Alright, a 20. The eagles no longer seem prepared to kill you. They slowly lower their wings from the fighting posture and look between you and their little clutch of eggs. You see 3 of them in the nest right now, and one of them looks to you, then looks at Damien, who's pardon me, coughing up a lung over in the corner, his hand covered in his own blood, and makes a sort of scratching noise with its talon, since it can't talk.
Yeah. And Rennous will nod. I know that it is a lot to ask when we already come to you like this, but would you please take him to the good druid? And likewise, she'll point again in her direction. This will need curing, and it will also help, help her figure out all the bad things going on around here.
And I'm a cleric of Kenaura, and I'll hold up my holy symbol, the goddess of motherhood, valor, and camaraderie. I'll stay behind and make sure nothing happens to your eggs while you take him.
Alright. Haley, make a persuade check.
Cool! You know what? I like inspiration. I'm going to use that. Because I don't trust my dice.
It's a good choice.
I didn't need it. Who cares?
Alright, a 19. Yeah, alright. They seem convinced by your holy symbol and your clerical attire. So after a few moments more discussion, the male eagle will sort of put one of his wings down on the stone. Oh, goodness me. Wings down on the stone and lower his head so that Damien can climb on.
Well, do you say?
Alright. And
I'll throw a blanket over his head. Don't cough on the eagle.
Aw. And with a whoosh, Damien is flown off. So he'll be gone for a day.
Okay.
Everyone who
And
isn't
hopefully
Haley
not for
gets
Nether.
shooed off the cliff. They just go back down. Go away.
Okay.
Yep, happy to do it. Let's see here. Anything I can leave as a gift, though? Maybe.
Do you have a dead animal, say a giant goat they can eat?
I can give them directions to a giant goat if they want an easy meal.
Well, unfortunately, they like fresh meat.
Yeah. Nope. I too have things like a holy symbol. I got steaks. Do they need to fight vampires?
Oh, they want the other kind of steak, I'm afraid.
Goddamn it,
wrong
steak.
kind of steak. Okay. Oh wait, no. You know what? I have the birds love. I have a steel mirror. Birds fucking love mirrors. Okay.
Oh shit, son.
Fuck yeah! I will gift them a mirror. Oh, place that down. So they
Mama
can put it
Eagle
in them
preens like a motherfucker.
Yeah, that can go in the nest. The birdlings will wake up when they hatch out their little thing. They'll be like, "Fuck yeah, look, that's us. That's awesome." Yeah, I give them a steel mirror.
Alright.
I feel like that's a good trade. I don't have things that are otherwise, frankly, useful for them, but you know, toys. Everyone fucking love toys.
Indeed. Alright.
And, yeah, and then clamber back down.
So here's how this goes. Damien, you are flown off to the Druid Circle, the Circle of Giants. Hildegund, the Archdruid there, does indeed have the magic needed to heal you, so just as you're about to expire from the plague, you are cured. You and your eagle spend the night there, resting and recovering. And as you wake up, all of you, more or less at the same time, you see a giant ripple of green flame erupt on the horizon from the direction of the Dark Druid's ruins. The eagle who took Damien immediately just grabs you, throws you on his back, and takes off, rushing in that direction. Some hours later, he returns, confers with his mate, who then picks up Haley in one claw and dives down to the bottom of the mountain, where she and her mate grab the rest of you. So you're now all in their talons except for Damien. And with a mighty roar, they begin flying you towards the Dark Druid Circle. And let me just grab a map real quick with some eagles on it. Fuck yeah, eagles. Giant eagles, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright.
You say flute, and now I'm suddenly imagining that Damien does the fucking Green Power Ranger flute thing, and that's when the eagles turn up.
I don't know what that is, but okay.
Neither do I. Alright, so yeah, Damien, you can adjust your hit points back up. Good, you did. Haley, you lose your horse. The eagles have taken you away from it.
No, grapes!
Grapes, no! Alright. And the eagles fly you to the boss arena, where you see a bunch of shit. Specifically, you see Sait and his kobold friends, who now have wings.
Oh no!
And are perched up on the battlements. You can see a huge wolf with glowing red eyes staring up at you, and on its back rides a dusky cat girl with a large sword in one hand, and on her shoulder sits a blood-red hawk.
Oh no, she's cute!
Oh no, she's cute. My one weakness.
It's fucking Walker Clark, baby! I knew that picture before I even fucking expanded it. That one was great.
So, what's the plan here, you guys? What you doing?
Let's see here.
Is it time to roll initiative?
Friends.
I think so.
I wave at my kobold friends. Hi, guys!
These are no longer your friends. They have been corrupted by the Dark Druid. There is nothing left of the cute bolds within.
Rennous still trying not to fear P. Luckily, apparently, so is the fucking direwolf.
Bloodhawk's on point, though, let me tell you.
Fucking scree.
What do I do? I'm clicking that initiative button. I got a 9.
Ooh.
I got excited for a second because I saw green and realized me and Winter clicked initiative at the same time.
Got the consumption.
Yeah, there's some plague going around here.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm like, try not to cough. Stupid cold.
Actually, Damien should be on this eagle over here, since that's the male. Alright, and Giant Eagle. I have so many things on this initiative board, holy shit. It's a big-ass fight. And DCL's like, no, nothing cool ever happens at level 1. Look at this shit.
Someone nearly died of the Black Plague.
Yeah, someone died of the Black Plague, now you're riding into a boss fight on eagles. Oh man, you're like adventurers and shit. Alright, Ella. You are the first one to act. What do?
Are you sure? Merz has a higher dexterity than me.
You guys can decide amongst yourselves.
What do you think, Merzendi?
Do you have anything that you would want to do first?
Not really.
Then, if it's okay, I'll go ahead.
Alright.
Alright. So, I'm on the eagle's back, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna lay as flat as I can, hopefully not be in sight, and then I'm gonna yell in Draconic. Mortal fools! You summon Carthanax the Red, Lord of the Deep. All who have flesh and hair will burn. Come, I sense my people among you. Join the Red Scourge.
Damn
and
it.
Purge this one.
Nice. Alright, yeah. Make a deception or intimidate check. Your choice.
I feel like that deserves inspiration.
I'll just go ahead and grant advantage on this roll.
Oh, okay.
I think that's fair.
As a bonus action, I'm going to give myself Bardic Inspiration as well. And then
Sure.
Deception.
Womp.
God damn it.
I'm Carthanax Sorry, still a bit plaguey. Shit.
Yeah, you cough up your spleen in the middle of this epic monologue, and the kobolds do not look convinced. Dragons don't have feathers! Get him! It's a pretender!
Oh no.
Alright.
They're onto you, Damien. You're a pretender.
Ella.
Okay.
Realize that they're on the eagle that goes first. They're just the quickest eagle.
Okay. I am. What do I want to do? I'm gonna aim a guiding bolt at Tahir over there.
Alright. Sounds good. Holy shit. Alright.
Hey, look.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Sadly, that was real ass damage.
That was
news is-
amazingly bad damage.
Good news is, the next attack to hit her has advantage.
It does. I will indeed mark her with a little crosshair. Pew.
Nice.
She is guided. Yeah, your eagle screams with rage, as does the Bloodhawk. So it's
24
going
damage, God damn
to
it.
fly.
I know. just rolled minimum on 2 dice.
And second to minimum on another. Like, oh god, that literally could have just been the most annihilating shot and just destroyed her immediately.
That could have
They could've.
potentially one-shot her, yeah. Alright. Burb will take the dodge action. Because it can't get to anything. To here.
To there.
Yeah. Well, the good news is she's going to have to pop one of her her spells to Healing Word herself. And recover that that damage.
Not all of it, at least.
No.
Woo!
Alright.
God, yeah, 24 would have just outright killed her, I think.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And she's going to
Oh god.
jump off of her wolf and snarl something that none of you can hear because you're way the fuck far away.
I can't hear you over the eagles.
And let's see, what's the range on this? Not very far. Alright, she is going to take the dodge action and cover. So she's going to be real hard to hit.
Well, doesn't that just cancel out the
It
guiding
does.
bolt?
And then she has cover, so that'll still make her a little harder to hit. Sait is going to point his finger up at you and say, I never should have trusted you!
You are kind of an idiot for that one. Well played, frankly.
Alright, he is going to... Let's see. He's going to ready an action and also throw this sword out from behind him, which takes to the air on its own.
Oh no,
God, we meet again.
Yes, indeed. And this weapon is quite fast, so it's going to go places. Oh yeah, no problem. Boop. It's going to get up here, and it's going to attack Rennous.
What the fuck? Yeah, that'll fucking hit.
Boop. 5 damage.
Ow.
As this magic sword slashes at you.
Dick.
Haley.
So, I've got a question.
Alright.
She's taking cover over there. Because we're so far over to the left, is she still in cover?
Yes, she is behind a wall. Because
'Cause
you are in the air, you can still attack her at all. If you were on the ground, she'd just be, you know, fully concealed.
I have a really dumb thing I want to do.
Okay.
I like the start of
So, I'm going to guiding bolt the person who just got guiding bolted.
Oh my god. Okay. So she has a +4 to her AC, so you will be hitting a, what is it? A 17. But the guiding bolt does cancel out the whatchamacallit disadvantage from her dodge action, so go ahead.
I would like that Merzendi.
What's Merzendi giving you? Inspiration?
Yeah.
Alright, so inspiration cannot give you advantage once you have
Well, I
disadvantage.
thought it was the other thing, the bardic.
Merzendi
like
already
the
used
D6
Bardic
thing.
Inspiration on Damien's turn.
Okay. Never mind then.
this. Yep, can't double down inspirations and advantages.
Nope.
Because if I do this, I'm going to burn one of my heals, but it would be really funny if it worked.
It would be pretty great.
They could also potentially blast her into pieces, so you know.
Yeah.
18!
It fucking hits!
Come on, do damage, do damage.
God, now I actually have to do damage.
Come on.
Okay.
I
Just
believe
roll
in you.
average. It's average.
It's above average. It's 13.
Shit.
You blast
It's a
through the
4-3.
wall and explode to Here's face. She crumples to the ground, screaming in pain.
Moo!
Moo!
Ah!
Alright, the Eagles. The Eagles. They have a speed of fucking everything. They can get anywhere on this map. They don't give a shit.
Get me the fuck away from this sword.
Alright, the Eagles shall go and engage the kobolds in honorable combat.
Nomf.
Yeah, the sword will make an opportunity attack against the eagle that was next to it, and miss. And then the Eagles shall strike at the kobolds. Boop, boop. That's probably 2 hits. Yep. So let's see what we got here.
Cool.
Yeah, that's
Dead.
that
Fucking
kobold
kobold.
dead for sure. Black.
Eagles, baby!
And then the other giant eagle. Yeah, well, that's only 1 hit, though. It's not enough to kill that kobold. Amazing. It
This is the
lives.
hardiest of kobolds.
And that kobold shall take its vengeance on Ella's face for daring to strike its mistress.
Oh no.
So, yeah,
But the face is cute.
it misses, though.
Yep.
Rennous.
Alright.
She of the fucking critically failed initiative.
Yeah, I know, right? Still quicker than that wolf that didn't crit fail, but...
Yeah.
Has a bonus on a second wind.
Okay. It's a solid plan.
This is just +1. Wait, why is that plus... Oh, that's taking con, so no, it isn't. In fact, wait, I already had a... Whatever, fuck it. That's just 10 instead of 11. That's
Alright.
way more than I needed. I feel really bad for wasting that now. That was... I only have 12 hit points. Oh well, fuck it. The second wind gone. And then, let's see here. That bird is doing the dodge action, right?
Yes, the Bloodhawk is.
I'm just going to shoot the guy who threw the sword.
Okay. That is a miss.
Yeah.
He nimbly dodges to the side.
Turns out shooting from flying eagle back whilst healing a sword wound's not the easiest thing.
Alright, this dire wolf, with its fearsome, demonically glowing eyes, is going to bound up onto the wall and lunge for the eagle and try and bring it down. Oh yeah,
Oof.
that's a hit.
Come on, pass the strength.
Alright, so let's see how much damage it does to the eagle. That's many damages. Alright, and yeah. Alright, it passes. It's not knocked prone, but it is really
Okay.
badly hurt.
That would have been pretty savage.
That would have been awesome, though. Not gonna lie. Right.
Oh yeah, I mean, like I've seen dogs leap out of the sky and like catch swooping birds. It's pretty dope.
Yeah.
It's terrible for the bird, of course, which then there's a whole lot of fear shitting involved.
Damien.
Roughly how high up is the Bloodhawk?
The Bloodhawk is probably about 40 feet up.
40.
He's chilling on top of a wall.
And DD McCultist is on the ground, yeah?
Pardon me?
DD McCultist is on the ground, yeah?
Yes, he is on the ground.
I will try to finish off this winged kobold then.
Alright. Holy shit! You just... I think you're actually going to literally kill it. Yep, it dies. Like, not even... Look at its health bar. Let me show you what you just did to this poor thing. Oh, you can see it.
We can see it.
Yeah. Splat. Whew. Poor Kobe. Alright, Ella.
Now who do I guiding bolt here? The dire wolf or the big guy here?
I'm
I think the wolf, honestly, is actually scarier than a
Yeah.
human being.
Yeah. So I'm gonna guiding bolt this dire wolf.
Alright. You do not.
Wait, hang on. I'm gonna do my once per long rest thing, and roll 2d4.
Okay.
My favorite soul here.
That's
13
a
hit?
13. Hey, that's exactly enough.
Haha!
It ain't bad. Alright. So, you zap the wolf. But now it's Bloodhawk time. Caw!
And now I'm at level 1 spells.
And it's going to come up here and fuck up your shit, Ella.
This
Because
is worth
it's
it.
got pack tactics. So it has
Oh, no.
advantage. Didn't even need it.
Yeah.
Have 4 damage. As it starts trying to peck your eyes out. Tahir needs to make a death save. Success. Saeed is going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he will jump off of that wall here and come swinging for Damien. Doing some fucking wire foo shit up in here. Let's go with a hand axe attack. And then an unarmed strike.
Both of those hit.
Alright, so you're going to take 9 points of damage. Boop. And then he falls. And goes tumbling to the ground, but lands in a perfect posture. Because he's just that cool. Haley.
And you took 9 damage, and you get back 7.
Nice. Oh wait, flying sword. Flying sword has to do its thing.
Oh, we forgot about. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
It misses you, don't worry about it. Alright, so that's your bonus action.
All right. But I'm really high up in the air, so I have a spear and I have a mace. So is it possible to just like take
Throw
the
your spear?
defensive action?
Oh yeah, I mean you could dodge, I
can't
guess.
I can't throw my spear that far. Spear's
can.
20.
Well, that's short range, 20.
Oh, okay.
Its long range is like
I'll-
60 or something.
Oh, is it? Okay.
So you'll have
throw-
disadvantage on the
also-
attack, but
Also, just prepare an action instead, because the eagles will bring us closer.
yeah, that.
I prepare an action to throw my spear.
Okay. Eagle brings you closer, provoking attacks of opportunity again, because it doesn't give a shit about this flying sword. But maybe it should have. No, not really. Alright, your eagle will, on Damien's word, disengage. So it won't do anything productive, but it will move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet back.
Is
As-
disengage is only 30?
He was asked to move 30 feet back, so that's how far
okay.
back he moves. And the other eagle will attack Said. Poke, poke. I think the 16 hits. Yep. Holy shit, fucks.
Yeah!
Oh my.
So that eagle reaches down and bites Said's head off.
No.
It's fucking Warhawk, baby!
I just kind of like, I just kind of bounce the spear and kind of just kind of put it down. This. Oh, okay, that works too.
The magic sword will tumble to the ground, deactivated. Alright. That was the eagles. The kobolds are all dead. Reno. Oh, wait. Haley had a ready to action to go off, so.
It was to throw a spear at the guy, though, who's now
Oh,
dead.
okay. Well, I mean, you could throw it at his
Yeah,
corpse,
I
I
was
guess,
gonna
if you really want to. But yeah, Reno.
I mean, is he actually dead?
He no longer has a head.
Oh, okay. So Madoka, gotcha.
Yeah, he literally just got his head bit off by an eagle.
Madoka, savage.
I only know what that is through inference. I've never seen.
I don't know what it is at all. Reno, it's your turn.
Alright, cool. I shoot that. In fact, wait, am I able to flying death from above that direwolf?
You know what? Yeah, you have
How much-
momentum
yeah, I
on
was
your
gonna say,
side.
we have, like,
Fucking
sky
do
clearance,
it.
don't we? Sweet. The bow goes away. The rapier and the shield are out. I don't
Alright.
think I
Well, it
checked
takes your
anything
action to
with
put the
cannon.
shield on,
Yeah.
so you
Fuck that
gotta.
then. So instead, I get out 2 weapons, which is actually a move action for some fucking reason.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna death from above flying leap onto this direwolf's back. And
Alright.
use these
Make
fucking
an
hand axes
acrobatics
like
check.
handholds. Sweet. Oh, dicks.
The Bloodhawk just like tackles you in the air, and you go slamming into the wall. Take 2 points of damage from the impact, and it squawks at you.
Shit. Alright, fine. I throw an axe at its head.
Alright, you do that.
I don't think I can swing my weapons at it, can I?
No, it's in the air.
Yeah, alright, cool. Throw an axe at its head. A piece of shit.
It dodges.
Alright, I don't have that axe anymore. Bye, axe. Sails off a mountain.
Axe gone. Alright, now the direwolf here is going to lunge over the wall and ask you a question.
Yeah,
So you take
well,
10 piercing damage.
You want to guess how much health I had after taking 2?
10? Yeah!
I'm at
Alright.
0.
So you don't need to make a strength save, though. That's a good news.
Yeah, great.
Alright, so Rennous goes down. And let's see, what else can the direwolf do?
Fucking dice.
It can 1, 2, 3, 4. It will 5, 6. Yeah, it'll move over here. Damien.
It's in rapier range.
No, they're in the air. The dogger's on the floor.
So,
Oh.
what I'm gonna do is cast Sleep centered here, about 20 feet up in the air. So it'll hit him on the ground and him 40 feet up.
Okay. Roll it.
Don't roll sleep like I roll sleep.
You roll sleep real bad.
That's,
Holy
That's
shit.
real good. Like, I need to do that instead.
So, the good news is the Bloodhawk goes down. The bad news is the direwolf's got some magical shenanigans going on, and it does not go down. Even though it definitely had sufficiently few hit points that it should have. It was a mighty sleep.
Could someone put the bleedy bits back in?
And yeah, when you cast a spell on it, you can see its fearsome red eyes glow brighter for a moment. This thing is definitely magical.
Oh boy.
Come on, puppy,
Ella.
to sleep.
Okay then. I am out of good spells, so now it's time for Ray of Frost.
Alright.
Oh.
So, what I'm going to need you to do is roll that attack again against the giant eagle female.
What?
Oh.
Crit
That thing is on the
fail.
fucking ground.
It's in the same direction. Okay, you miss anyway. So yeah, the eagle is a little bit flustered, but manages to dodge. Bloodhawk is on the ground. To here. Death save.
The Haley is not on the ground, nor is the hawk. I tried a death from above the wolf, got punched out the air by a bird, landed on the ground hard, and then got bitten by the wolf and died.
Are you died?
No, I'm 0 hit points.
Alright, Sait is extraordinarily dead. Haley.
Are you dying?
Yes.
I'm 0, so yes.
Okay, I will ask the bird to put me down.
Alright, Burb will put you down.
Okay, do I still have stuff I can do then?
Yeah,
Cool.
it'll just
I'm-
take half of your movement to dismount, and then fall like 5 feet to the ground.
Okay, Rennous has a potion of healing in her inventory, so I'm just going to glug that in her mouth.
Hey, you guys remembered you have those.
Yep.
2d4
Oh,
plus
Oh
2.
yeah, I do.
I was just too disposed to use it. Do you want to roll it, seeing as you're the one doing it?
What is that?
2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2. Okay.
Mhm.
7!
Hey!
I'm awake. All my organs are in the wrong place, but I'm awake.
I will pat you on the head. You're fine now.
Alright.
Oh yeah, awesome.
The eagles are going to gank the wolf.
Bite him in the face.
They do.
Fuck you, wolf.
Yeah, this wolf is turbo dead. Let's just see.
Savaged.
So the first hit drops it. The next hit crits and kills it. And then the next hit massive damages it and kills it. So, yeah, it turbo dies. The eagles just land on it and just start tearing it apart, limb from limb. And when they finally drop the death blow, a eruption of energy comes out from the wolf's chest, blowing everyone back several feet. Damien and Ella, I need you both to make athletics or acrobatics checks. Or else you're going into the ocean. Well, it's just a lake, but you know.
Ella have advantage on that since she's in its claws, not on its back.
Sure, but you fail anyway. But yeah.
Wait, hang on.
Alright. A, that makes it a success. So you do not go flying. And Damien.
I'll blow my inspiration in this.
Alright, good choice. Hey, you're fine. You both hang on to the eagle as it's blasted backwards. And then the direwolf's body crumbles into dust. And the battlefield goes silent.
Okay. Well, I need to eventually go back and get grapes, but how about we just kind of go over here and hogtie this lady and drop her off at the Druids?
Yeah, sure.
You're just gonna truss her up like a, whatever Christmas is in this world ham.
Alright. So you tie her up and you pull off of her belt an obsidian dagger. The same blade that she stole from her mistress.
I'll just tuck that away and just, gag, make sure her hands are all tied up, make sure she can't do any, wiggly finger nonsense. None of that.
Alright.
I know how magic works. I'm a cleric.
Sounds good. Rennous, you pick up the sword. It is utterly mundane in your hands for the moment, but when you get around to looting Said, you find a ring on his finger that seems to be this construct's control mechanism.
Hey,
Whoever
Damien,
wants to put that on can control the flying sword.
Hey, Damien, do you want a fancy golden gilded flying sword? That seems like your kind of jam instead of mine.
You had me at gold.
Nah, awesome. I
Alright.
hand over the sword and hand over the ring.
Cool.
Hey, giant eagle people.
Go.
We need to take Tahir back to the Druid so she can face judgment for what she's done. But Druids can also understand you, right?
Go.
I'm sure you'd want to be there during her trial and stuff. I'm sure she'd let you. I just could you drop me off back at your nest so I can grab my horse in my
Yes.
cart?
So they're like, oh, damn, lunch. I was hoping she'd forget about lunch.
They really were. With some eagle, finessing, they eventually get you to go down into the lair again, where you find a treasure chest full of silver and several eagle eggs that were going to be used to convert more kobolds into winged kobolds. You save the eggs, bundle them up, and on Eagleback, take them back home. And afterwards, deliver Tahir to the Circle of the Giants, whereupon you are indeed given your reward of, I believe it was 2,500 silver pieces. So you
How
get
much
a
was in the
total
chest?
of 3,500. You can divide up amongst yourselves.
Sweet. Everyone gets 875 silver.
Nice. Yes, grapes is okay.
All right.
They are delicious.
So yeah, good job, guys. You did it, and nobody died, even though you contracted the Black Plague.
Yeah, impressive.
I was fully expecting that this would be another OD&D thing for me. I'm amazed.
Yeah,
You
see?
just weren't rotating through cows. Each one mooier than the last.
Oh, okay. This was a lot of fun, Savin.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Oh
a good
yeah,
time.
great time.
I hope these characters magically reappear again.
Yeah.
You never know. You never know. Alright, well, yeah.
Maybe we'll do a level 2 campaign some other time.
Yeah, sure. I think you guys have probably earned enough XP to bump a level.
Woo!
Yeah.
Next time, no one has anything to do.
Yeah, sounds good. Alright. Thanks for watching, stream. See y'all later.